Hey everybody, let me get my microphone over here so somebody can hear me. Trying to do too many things at one time, which is well, it's just what I do. How y'all doing? So those of you that brought your A game to the man cave today can probably see that there's a baseball theme going on right now. More about that in just a second. I want to know today on Live at the Man Cave. I want to know if anybody did this for you this week. What am I talking about? Well, okay, hang on. We're going to get there in just a second. But I want to remind you guys that on Monday, coming up, we're going to have a Monday morning moment for you like we do every week. And this week, like I promised for almost, 7 weeks, it's going to be about Pentecost. Because Pentecost is this Sunday, May 31st. And it's a really mysterious Christian thing. I'm going to try and shed some light on it for you so you'll be enlightened. So be sure and get that this Monday morning. Second thing is, there are 3 weeks until Father's Day. Okay? Father's Day this year is, what is it, June 21st. It's 3 weeks away. Now, those of you that are still looking for a gift for that special father in your life, okay, a couple of reminders. I gave this to you several weeks ago. This is what I'm reading on the reading list, How God Makes Men by Patrick Morley. This is a great gift for Dad. If this doesn't float your boat, I highly recommend something we've already recommended many times, Wild at Heart. John Eldredge. I mean, one of the greatest books of all time, Discovering the Secret to a Man's Soul. I've read this a couple times. I've underlined stuff. I've highlighted stuff. If you're a guy, you're going to love it. So, all of you looking for a special gift for your dad, go to the reading list page under the Tools of Faith tab at shepjordan.com. They're there. Takes you right to Amazon. Now, I got to warn you, maybe some of you have already learned this since we've been in this mess with the virus. Amazon's kind of slowed down a little bit. So I would not wait until the last second if I were you guys. If you wanted to buy one of these for your dad, and I highly recommend you do, don't wait till the last second because you may not get there in time. Lead time's like a week now. So that's that. All right. I got baseball stuff on. And I don't know about you guys, but I do miss the baseball season, especially this time of year. As we get into the warmer months, the summer months, and there's nothing else on TV at night. No, yeah, I got all the other stuff, but I like to watch baseball every now and then. Of course, we're Nationals fans here, if you couldn't tell. At the Man Cave, we're Nationals fans. Now, why do I have this hat on? Why do I have my shirt on? What's up with that? Well, a year ago, about right now, the Washington Nationals baseball team had a one-loss record of 19-31. So it doesn't even take a rocket scientist to understand that that's not really good. And many people, myself included, thought it's over. They're done. They're too far back to even make the playoffs, probably. So I kind of wrote them off, as a lot of people did. Fast forward to October, and as many of you know, not only did the Nationals come back, they actually won the World Series in an exciting 7-game series. Now, how did that happen? What does that have to do with today's Live from the Man Cave? Well, if you follow us at all, you will remember there were times in the past where I've talked about the mantra that the team adopted about the same time they were 19-31, and that mantra was, you know what, we're not going to worry about anything else but the next game. And we're going to go 1-0 in that game. Okay? Not going to worry about anything else except what's right in front of us, and we're going to go 1-0. But there's another element to this that I want to bring to you. And I think it has to do a lot with leadership, which is drastically, well, I'm not going to get into that. But at every level, it seems, our leaders are weak. Okay, so Davey Martinez is the manager. He's the leader of the Washington Nationals. And I believe that in large part, the success of the team, the reason they were able to come back was Davey's attitude with the team. And here's what I'm driving at. Once they'd won the World Series, and everybody was analyzing how they'd come back, go 1-0 today. I read in an interview, I actually heard the interview that David Martinez gave, and here's what he said. Sometimes people just need to know you believe in them. Sometimes people just need to know that you believe in them. Do you think he's right? Well, hell yeah, he's right. But I got to ask you, how often do we let people know that we believe in them? In this week, did anybody in your sphere of influence take a second and say, you know what? I believe in you. I have confidence in you. I like what you're doing. Did that happen? I'm betting that for most of us, that answer is nope. Nope. But this gets back to, life is about expectations. So it's really not about what people are giving you, although I hope they are giving you that affirmation. What I want to turn it around and say, who are you doing that for? Who this week did you stop and say, you know what, I believe in you. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. I haven't done that. I wish I had. I'm gonna try to do that going forward because it lifts people up. And I've talked about that many times in the past, is we don't do it enough. And I'm guilty. I'm the first one. We don't do it enough. And of course, there's biblical reference for you. So here's a little gold nugget. It comes from 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11. And this is the Apostle Paul talking to the church at Thessalonica. And this is that whole chapter is just really important stuff. Like the armor of God. All that's in there too. But here's what that verse says, verse 11. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up. Paul said that. All the way back, 3,000 some years ago. Now, why do you think he would say that? Well, those early churches had a hard time. Christianity was new. And they were wavering a little bit, and he was trying to encourage them that, you know what, you're on the right track. Don't waver. Keep it up. Build each other up. Now, the intent of intentional faith is never to get into any kind of political discourse. But unless you got your head in the sand, you know that things are really not good right now in our nation. People are on edge. Let's just put it that way. I think it's really incumbent upon each and every one of us. We cannot change other people. We just can't. We can only control what we do. So I want to urge you, regardless of the slings and arrows that may come your way, I would like to encourage each and every one of you, take time every day to find a reason to build up other people in your sphere of influence. And if all you're doing is telling them that you believe in them, man, it's going to go a long, long way. I hope you guys agree. It's all about building people up. And I think if you look at the Washington Nationals from last year, it was the same team that was 19-31, pretty much the same team that won the World Series. So the talent level was relatively the same. It was all about attitude. It was all about believing. It was all about building each other up to reach the goal. Okay, so make that your goal going forward. I certainly am. All right, that, is my message for today. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11. In fact, look at that whole reading there. It's amazing. All right, birthdays. Birthdays. It is Friday. Tomorrow is someone I have a great deal of respect for, a former colleague of mine from Cape Henry Collegiate School, Paul Langford, has a birthday tomorrow. Paul, I wish you all the best in the world. You're one of the all-time greats, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. See, I'm building him up, but he deserves it. On Sunday, my brother Rat, Doug Smith from Blacksburg, Virginia. Hey, brother Rat, welcome to the 60s. Yeah, all you guys now starting to get into the 60s. You know what? You're going to be okay. It's all right. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, it is a wrap for today. I hope you got something out of it. It's just that simple, building people up. If you build people up, and I've said this before, you're going to build yourself up. You're going to feel good about it. It feels good when you're building people up that need it and deserve it, right? Okay. Well, have a great weekend. Hopefully the weather's going to be good where you are. It sucks here today, but you got to take the good with the bad. All right. Until next time, until Monday, may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. Friends and neighbors, stay strong. Keep the faith. We'll see you back here next week. Bye now.